Alright, so at this point you have a bunch of vertical stripes and it's starting to get a little confusing, and it's only going to get even more. What we're going to do is on the sides to create this line right here. So what you just did is you just created this space right here. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to create this line that goes across and kind of creates the bottom of that square or rectangle. So what I want to do is on my pencil line, I'm going to line up my ruler 2 inches. So again, you really want to be able to see your markings. And what I want to do is, so I'm going to use the 1 there, I'm going to go to the 3/4 mark. So it doesn't matter what inch line I use, what matters is that I'm marking it consistently at 3/4 of an inch. So remember 1, 2, 3, each 1/4 of a line. So you really got to know your ruler to pull this one off. And you're only going to do the big horizontal stripes. I got to do the same thing to this side. And so once again, at 3/4, I'm just lining up my little stripe on my inch line, and then I'm marking at 3/4 of an inch, 75%. Alright, now to create this dude right here, these guys, what we're going to do is it's to the very first stripe. So I'm going to just line up my ruler. I'm just using it as a tool, and I don't have very far to go. See? Just right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to freehand, or you can use the ruler and you're going to freehand a diagonal to that corner, and then you're going to erase that line. Then when I'm ready for the second one, I just line up, make sure that I'm on the skinny stripe, not the fat stripe. So skinny, fat, skinny. Line it up, draw my horizontal, and then I can freehand my diagonal to the corner and erase my line. And I'm going to continue to go across my paper, just lining up on those little dots. That's why we did the 3/4, so that this line is straight, and then you can freehand the diagonal. And then go and erase that little vertical that's left. So I'm just going to keep going across my paper. Now the reason why I'm not drawing a horizontal all the way across is because I don't want to just get confused and add a horizontal in this fat section here. So I'm just trying to keep myself, I'm pacing myself so that way I don't get confused and create a bigger mess for myself later on. So I'm just one section, one square at a time. Okay, and so there's row 1. And so then I would just repeat it. Again, I already have my marks. And then I would just start this process once again. Nice and easy, taking your time, nothing changes. Alright, so let's address this top row. This top row doesn't have a square per se, or a rectangle like this, but it does have the corner. So you're just going to draw the diagonal up, and you're going to erase this line right here. Because essentially what you're doing is you're drawing this bottom shape. You don't have to worry about the little rectangle or the side. So it should look something like that.